What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. In this video, we're looking at the two-game NFL slate for Sunday. Just made the NBA video, so you can check that out if you're going to be playing some NBA tonight. I've wanted to make a football video as well because didn't have any videos out yesterday, and we actually have a fun two games between four pretty high-powered offenses. The Browns I'll throw in there just because of the running game, and Baker's been playing better, so we got a lot of options on this two-game slate. So let's dig right into it. As always, appreciate if you guys hit the like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the website, dfsprocess.net, if you wanted to join. And let's get started here. First game, Cleveland and Kansas City starting at 3:05 Eastern Time. We'll go position by position because there's only four quarterbacks to choose from. So Mahomes is $7,900. He has been the best top three quarterback. There's a lot of great quarterbacks this season. Definitely him or Aaron Rodgers have been the best two quarterbacks this season. Gives you really high upside, even though he doesn't run like, even though he looks like he would run a lot, but he doesn't run very much. He just sticks back in the pocket and they throw a ton. I think he looks fine against Cleveland, but I do like to go a little bit cheaper so I can pay up for my wide receivers and pay up for some running backs. So I probably go with Drew Brees. I like him a lot at 55. So I'd rank Brees in my favorite, just cheap option, and then I'd go Mahomes, Brady, and then Baker. Mayfield, you can look to him if you want it to be different. I don't. He's definitely going to be probably the least popular quarterback. But this is the type of spot where they're gonna, if they get behind, they're gonna have to throw a ton. So we could see one of those games where Baker has to throw 40 plus times instead of just relying on the running game. Moving on to running backs, you have Kamara at 76. It's a tough spot to run the football, but he's Alvin Kamara. He's gives you a ton of touchdown upside, gives you some passing upside as well. So he looks fine if you wanted to pay up. Latavius Murray is questionable. If he happens to miss, then it's just going to help solidify Kamara's role, probably like 80, 90% of snaps. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think he's a game time decision, questionable. We'll see if he happens to play or not. Even if he does, then Bell would be kind of a. I mean, I still would rather go with a couple other guys before I play Le'Veon Bell. If Edwards is out, if Edwards-Helaire is out, if he's in, then I kind of just avoid both of them. Ronald Jones, they said he's gonna be starting. I mean, he's not gonna be starting. They're gonna start Fournette in his place. But then the coach said he's gonna play the same amount of snaps. So doesn't know if the coach is very good at math. But I still expect Fournette to play a little bit more. He's only 4,900. It's gonna be tough to run the football against both teams, but it seems like Fournette gives you a little bit more passing down upside than Jones does. And then Chubb looks fine, but he doesn't give you a lot of passing down work because they kind of rely on Kareem Hunt. He had a couple of nice catches recently, but he's mainly just out there to run the football. And then they have Kareem Hunt catch passes and get you like 5 to 10 carries. I'd probably go Hunt over Chubb, even though the price tags. I mean, there's still a decent gap between price tags. 1,700. Hunt is out there in red zone situations, so it's not like It's not like Chubb is out there getting 100% of the work inside the 10. They do have Hunt in there a lot. They kind of just split whoever's playing hot, whoever's playing well. They kind of have out there. And Hunt is only 48. Probably gonna get you a good amount of work tonight in terms of getting like 5 to 8 carries at least, and then getting probably 5 to 7 targets. And then so he looks great. And then I think you can definitely look to Leonard Fournette at 49 just to go cheap at running back a little bit, and then you can pay up for some of these high-powered receivers. And then maybe even pay up for Kamara in your flex spot. Wide receivers, like Tyreek Hill is my favorite wide receiver of this two-game slate. Going to be tough for me to avoid it. 79 against this Browns defense. They were missing a bunch of personnel last week. I believe most of them are back for this one. But still think it's going to be tough for them to slow down Tyreek Hill. Gives you so much upside. He was going on an absolute tear for weeks. It was definitely it was like week 7 to 12. He went on a huge tear in DFS. 18, 14, 15, 11 targets for him. Just a beast. And 79, it's not like he's 9K, so he's still easy to get into your lineups with the value that you have at quarterback and the value that we have at running back. Michael Thomas is my second guy to pair with Drew Brees. He is just too cheap, 66 for him. Finally made his return. Played. Is this from? I don't even know. Oh yeah, this is from last season. But finally made his return. Caught his first touchdown pass of the season, and gonna be out there all the time in this game. It's a great spot against the Tampa secondary for Thomas to have a huge game. So he's my second favorite receiver to get in there besides Tyreek Hill. And then my third is gonna be Chris Godwin at only 57. Love the price tag on him. It's gonna be a high scoring game shootout. Both teams are gonna have to throw the football a ton, so expect Godwin to get a bunch of targets just like he has all season. And then other guys to consider at wide receiver are Robinson and Hardman, just because no Sammy Watkins today, so you'll probably see one of Hardman slash Robinson have a decent game. I'd um probably go with Hardman or probably go with Robinson. He's a little bit cheaper, but for tournaments you can look to Hardman, gives you that bigger play upside. And then you can maybe look to like Higgins as the second wide receiver in Cleveland, but I think if I was targeting a receiver or passing guy in Cleveland besides Jarvis Landry, at tight end, it would be Austin Hooper. It's only $3,700. He's been absolutely killing it this season, or recently at least. 11 targets and 15 targets, 2 out of his 3 performances, getting like a ton of consistency out of him. 4 straight games over 14 drafting or 13 drafting points, getting into the end zone as well. Definitely a much bigger part of the game plan. So definitely love Austin Hooper. And then you can maybe make a case for like Kyrie or Travis Kelce and then go cheap at defense. Maybe plug in Kamara and then go with another cheap defense, whoever's out there. But I definitely like at least these 5. And then tight end, you have Hooper to choose from. You have Gronk as a nice cheap option. You have Kelsey if you wanted to go all the way up. But I definitely like these or 6 guys I love today. And then defense, you have the Browns at only 23. I'm not going to be touching them. Maybe look to the Saints are probably my preferred defense just because they have had their way against this Tampa Bay team this season. Week 9 they put up 16 DraftKings points, and the week 1 they put up 17. So they kind of have a game plan already set in place. Even though I'm expecting a difference, like not expecting Tom Brady to kind of play as bad as he did in those 2 meetings, but they definitely have some sort of game plan to put some pressure on him, and then they can slow down the running game. The Saints are my favorite, and then the Chiefs, and then the Bucks. So that's it for the DraftKings side. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. All right, on Fanduel, starting off at quarterback, you have Mahomes priced all the way up to 92. So there's a huge price gap between him and Breeze. It's almost $2,000, $1,900. The Breeze is cheaper than Baker, which I do not agree with. I still go with Breeze. It's Breeze and then Mahomes and then Brady for me. But Breeze, I just like that price tag in a dome at home. I feel good about Drew Brees tonight. Yeah, definitely tonight. Running backs, you have Kamara's 9,000, Chubb is 82, Hunt is only 62, so $2,000 difference between Chubb and Hunt. I'd probably still consider Kareem Hunt today at that price tag. And then you can look to Fournette at only 6,300 as well, but probably try to get to Alvin Kamara on FanDuel at 9,000. Wide receivers, FanDuel's a lot easier to pay up for some guys, so Tyreek Hill 88 looks great. And then Michael Thomas at 72 is also a nice option. Leaves you with 5,300 left. Godwin is more expensive on FanDuel, so it might be a little bit tough to get to. Maybe you can look to Antonio Brown instead at 64. And then you can take a shot on one of these Chiefs guys like Hardman and Robinson. Tight end, Kelsey is 85, so if you can afford it, probably it's gonna be tough if you play Kamara. You probably have to pick between Kamara and Kelsey on FanDuel, unless you wanted to go cheap some of these other spots. But at tight end, I think I'd still go Austin Hooper. I like that. I just like the price tag on him, like the way he's been playing. Gonna have to throw a lot in this game, so I want to get a piece of Cleveland, and I think Hooper is my favorite, just based on position and based on price tag. And then you can look to Higgins is only 53, so he's also a decent option. And then defenses on FanDuel, definitely the Saints. They kind of figured they priced them up 48. So if you can't get to them, you can look to the Chiefs. Chiefs or Saints defenses tonight. And that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching and best of luck tonight.